Hello, today we're taking a look at the Mr. Beams. This is the model MB500A, and it's unique in that what it does is it emits only about 1 lumen's worth of light, and it's in the yellow range, actually very amber. So like next to your bed, if you need to light an area and just need very subtle, small amount of like a candle equivalent amount of light, that's what this does. Let's take a look inside, and then what's neat about it is the performance you get out of it. Okay, so it takes 2 AAAs. Not a great fan of AAAs, however, due to its size, that's what it has. If it were to use 1 AA, that would be equivalent to 3 AAAs. So that would be better runtime, and it would probably fit. They could make it fit. However, there's some problems with that in that you only have 1.3, 1.4 volts to play with there, and LEDs typically like 3 volts. They need more circuitry. It would increase the cost. They'd have to put a buck converter in and so forth. So I could see where they wanted 2 cells. Rather than make it large for 2 AAs, they put in the AAAs. So I could see. Now the performance you get with standard AAA batteries is about 6 months. Okay, and that's based on, say, 8 hours of runtime when it's dark. If you put these happen to be these happen to be lithium batteries. So here the thing's probably going to go a year or more. Or you could put rechargeables in, and you'll probably get your 6 months out of it. And the way it works is we've got to shut the lights off for this. So what we're going to do here is bring the lights down. And it's biased in such a way that the room needs to be just about completely dark for this to come on. And so it's designed properly. That's the way you want it. You don't want the thing on needlessly using the battery, because quite frankly the amount of light that it gives off isn't that bright anyway. So you want a completely dark room. Now if we cup our hands over, even this little bit of ambient light in the room here, if we cup, see, it'll turn on. And even if I spread my hands apart, the little bit of light will turn it back off again. But I just want you to see the color temperature of it. Let's try this way. There. So a very amberish looking light. Won't mess up with your sleep patterns, and it's very soft. Even if there's a blue light in the room, bluish light, even with my eyes closed, it disturbs me. But this color temperature, like they say, it's just much better for you. It doesn't mess around with your circadian rhythms and all that stuff. Let's look at the specs for this. You'll get a better idea of what it does and why it's kind of a unique kind of product. Okay, so just some basics on it. Dusk-to-dawn amber glow. It's got the built-in light sensor, as we mentioned, that works properly. A lot of times they put light sensors in things, and you know, it's got to be so ridiculously bright in the room for the thing to shut off that it just doesn't work properly. They've got this one right for what it does. 2 triples, as we mentioned. About 6 months of light, average use of 8 hours a night, with your typical alkalines, IPX4 rated outdoor or bathroom use. Provide soft amber, less disruptive, etc., etc. Let's see, they might show a few little pictures here. They're a little deceiving, you know, how they can adjust aperture ratings to make it look brighter than it is, but that's probably not too bad of what it looks like in reality. It slides into a holder. So that's nice. And you can put them just for like a marker. In my case, it just gives just enough light so you can see what you're doing on a nightstand, for example. So they really do come in handy. Really inexpensive. They're about $4 a piece. Some Home Depots, online, Amazon, you can get them at various places. Let's take another look at the light again. They do make this in a regular warm white version, which has the similar performance, 1 lumen. But I like this candle, ambery candle light type. This is really hermetically sealed here for the waterproof, so taking it apart, we'd have to just destroy it. And quite frankly, there's not too much to see in there other than a LED or an LED strip and a sensor and a chip and so forth. Pretty basic. Got the two triples in there, so the runtime is really neat on this thing, and I've been testing them, and it is, you do get those kinds of runtimes. I just put these lithiums in just to see, but typically a lithium is going to be about double the amp hour rating of a alkaline, so you know, probably a year out of this thing. But Mr. Beams makes all sorts of products, plug-in products, a lot of battery operated, motion, LED for the home. So I just thought this was rather unique, wanted to show it to you. Very inexpensive, works the way it's designed properly, in that it works the way it should work. A lot of these products you might get directly from China that do something similar. They're off, you know, maybe the light sensor doesn't work properly, it never really shuts off unless it's super bright in the room, so then it wastes the battery, or such things like that. But this is designed very well, and it works the way it's intended to work. Don't think, even with this, yeah, there it goes. You can see that the light is being modulated, probably for battery consumption. There you can see that shutter roll. That's fine. You wouldn't normally see that with your eye. Forgot to mention the color temperature 600. They call it 600 nanometers. They're not giving you a Kelvin rating. So 600. This is your visible spectrum, what the human eye can see, from about 400 to 700. And this comes in at 6, exactly 6 nanometers, which puts it very rich, orangey looking, which is what you want. I don't know, the Kelvin equivalent, I don't really know. I had a hard time calculating this out to kelvins. They don't give it to you in kelvins. It'd be nice, because that's more of what we're used to with LEDs, the Kelvin temperature. But you know, it might be something like if you calculated out 1500K or 1200K or something in that range. So that's it. Just a short little video, unique little item. The Mr. Beams. This particular one that comes in the amber is the MB500A. Neat little item. So we're a new channel. If you want to give us some likes and subscribe to the channel, we're constantly showing you kind of unique items, not necessarily LED, but anything Internet of Home, LED based, electronic based. If you like that kind of thing, you might like this channel. Little shot of the pooch. She's been a little under the weather. There she goes. She lifted her head up today. Okay, back down again. Thank you for tuning in, and appreciate it. Stay tuned for more videos. If you click the bell and subscribe, you'll be notified. Thank you. Have a good day.